Hey, JustMaD here, and we are currently in a period of extreme hype, FOMO, price manipulation, where any CSGO investments are skyrocketing. When will it all end? That intro. To answer that question, we need to first understand why the prices are exploding as much as they are. The first reason that we know for sure why is the case hype from the non-prime drop pool being removed. I talked about it more in this video, but if you've been living under a rock, Valve removed drops for non-prime players and moved all the cases that were in the non-prime drop pool to the rare pool. This obviously had an effect on the price of cases that were moved, since their supply has basically been cut off, but also on cases that are currently dropping to prime players, since removing the non-prime step means that every time a new case gets added to CSGO, one of the current prime cases will go straight to rare. And it also increased the price of other cases that contain the same knives as the newly discontinued ones. The second reason is the summer investing hype. As you probably noticed, pretty much every CSGO investment has risen in the past weeks. This is not the first time that this has happened. We saw the same thing last summer where practically all the stickers spiked, and even some investment items like cases, but less. This time the hype started with high tiers, stickers and collection skins, and spread to cases and to basically all other investment items. I explained the potential reasons why this hype exists in this video, but in a few words it could be several things. People cashing out their crypto and changing their investment into CSGO skins, Chinese investors trying a pump and dump scheme, or just FOMO from investors. So now that we know the two reasons why this hype is happening, we can start trying to determine when it will stop. Well, we did already see a little bit of a correction, but I don't think this is the end of the hype. Just a few people taking profits and most of the market realizing that 3x over a week is maybe not organic growth. So when could it end for good? Well, starting with the second factor, the summer hype. Last year, everything peaked around the end of July and then crashed hard. So everything stops end of July then? Maybe, but we also need to remember that the investing hype from the non-prime update is still in play. This has gotten a lot of people interested in case investments as a whole, as you can see from the graph of volume for the wildfire case here, which I chose because it should have absolutely no involvement with the update. It didn't change drop pools, it's already in the rare pool and has been for 4 years. It's the only case with the Bowie knives and OG finishes, so there's no other reason for its demand to go up than just general interest in case investments. So, is this interest still there? Well, not really. Only a few cases are getting pumped hard, like the CS20 case, but on most other cases the hype has died down. This can definitely change in the future and probably will, but for now it's slowed down. So the case hype due to the update is not as big of a driving force as the general summer hype. There are several other factors that could reduce the summer hype and even make it stop. The closest one is the summer sale. This should be on the 24th of June, and historically the summer sale has quite an effect on the prices of all CSGO skins. But in recent years the hype around the cheap games has been much smaller, only decreasing the prices about 10%. But maybe that can start a correction event that would send the whole market crashing, although I think it's quite unlikely. The next one would be the release of a new case. This should happen around August to September because there's a few months before the major where nothing is planned to happen, so Valve might want to drop a new case. This would take the attention away from investments and possibly trigger a market crash, although again this is unlikely. Now, something that has a high chance of causing a market crash is the release of the new stickers for the Stockholm Major in the end of October, and the sticker sale for them at the end of the Major. This will definitely take the attention of investors away from other items, and people will start selling their investments to save up for the stickers, especially if RMR 2020 is still a success, which I don't think it will be, but that's a subject for another video. Then, if the hype is still not dead, it will definitely be by the time the next operation releases. If Valve keeps doing the same thing as they've done with Shattered Web and Broken Fang, it should be releasing after the major around November or December. Operations usually cause quite a crash in the market when everyone sells their skins to be able to afford the operation pass and to start investing in its items. So now, my personal opinion. Do I really think that these extreme prices and constant 300% increases will keep on happening until the operation releases at the end of the year? No, I don't think so. In my opinion, the hype will stop at the end of summer, just like the one from last year and the one from the year after that. This is because these inflated prices require money to be constantly pumped into the economy, and that can't last infinitely long. Also because school starts again at the end of summer, so I have a suspicion that a lot of kids will sell off their CSGO investments when that happens, but that's just speculation. Now, for my next point, it's a bit early to start talking about this because we'll have to keep looking at the unboxing numbers, the amount of collection skins being traded up, which I maybe have something coming up to help us estimate, and Fel's sticker watch to figure it out. But after this whole summer hype is over, at what prices will the items stabilize? Will they be more expensive than before the hype, or less, or around the same? Well, again, this will all depend on how many skins, stickers and cases are used up by the time this hype is over. But personally, I think that most items will end up at a higher price than before, except maybe for the items that have massive quantities, like the clutch case and the RMR 2020 stickers. But I might talk about that some more in a coming video. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Now, let's get into Guess the Game. Congrats to Rhine, last week's winner, who joins JustMaD on the leaderboard. Just a reminder of the rules, all you have to do is comment the 2 teams that played in the game you've been seeing in the background, and if you're first to get it right, you get a point. This time I made it a bit harder, there are no player names, so good luck. Also, I tried changing the background and intro music a bit. Do you like this version? Did you prefer the other one? Tell me in the comments. And that's all I have for you today, thanks a lot for watching.